Hey guys, Brad from RotoHeat back at it. I want to talk about this big news. Leonard Fournette signing with the Tampa Bay Bucks and help you understand what that means for you. But first, if you like the video, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification icon so you stay up to date. We do live streams nightly. Now that we're into the season, it's going to be 5 nights a week. Monday night we got IDP. Tuesday night we're doing Dynasty. Wednesday night's Redraft. Thursday night's Devy. Friday night is DFS. Then Sunday morning, Rick is going to go live multiple times. Once, just a regular live stream, and then one just before game time for our Patreon subscribers. So if you're not one of those, rotoheat.com/Patreon.
Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire.
Man, the rich get richer. The Bucks add a former top 5 talented running back, and that just continues to make the case of them really trying to push for their division this year. And you knew you were going to be all in when you signed Tom Brady and Gronk, and you're getting some of these guys, these vets that are closer to the end than the beginning. You're trying to push for the ship now. Fournette brings obviously baggage. Obviously there's some stuff there to be concerned about, but he also brings a ton of upside. In 2019 with Jacksonville, he ran the ball 265 times for 1,152 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also was targeted 100 times. 100 times. He caught 76 of those for 522 yards. Not bad. 6.9 yards per catch, 76% catch rate. Pretty solid for a guy that before that hadn't had more than 48 targets, and that was in his rookie year. And in 2018, he only had 26 targets. But the interesting thing about him that you don't really think about is he's never had below a 75% catch rate. I mean, he's a pretty solid receiver out of the backfield, even if his 2018 workload was pretty light. So he brings an interesting dynamic to Tampa Bay, a little bit of both. And the thing that people don't think about is with Peyton Barber gone, Rojo had 172 attempts last year, but the team as a whole had 409 rushing attempts. Over 200 of those are between Jameis and Peyton, and both of them guys are gone. So in theory, Fournette could step in. I mean, obviously this hurts you Keyshawn Vaughn and Dare Ogunbowale fans, because Fournette kind of has the potential of gobbling up all those attempts and targets in the passing game. But first and foremost, he has to be on the field. Like, the dude has to pick up the offense. He has, Arians' offense is dynamic. It's complex. It's high powered. There's a lot going on. So first he's got to come in. Season starts in just under 2 weeks, and he's got to come in, pick it all up, and hit the ground running. So what does this mean to your fantasy teams? Well, let me know what you think below in the comments. But I'm gonna give you our take. I think this hurts the young guys and Vaughn and Ogunbowale more than it does Rojo. Rojo is probably going to start the season getting the first team reps, and Fournette, as he continues to pick up the offense, will get some shares as well. It's a friendly deal for the team at 3.5. I think it's $3.5 million, but that's money that they're paying to get a guy that's going to play. Like, they're putting him on the field. So he's going to get some action. I would not be surprised if he got between 150 and 225 carries this year. Rojo is up and down. I mean, obviously, a lot of guys on the RotoHeat team aren't big Rojo fans. I know I wrote an article, kind of surprised about Rojo from 2019, what I saw. But I don't, he's not better than Fournette. Fournette brings power, brings size. Rojo's kind of more of a get him in space, let him use his speed to get away from everybody. So I think they can cohabitate just fine, and I think they both can get some action. Obviously, this doesn't mean Fournette is your RB1 like we were saying in Jacksonville. He's probably arguably RB1, but RB1A on this team or 1B on this team, depending on how you view it. Him and Rojo are going to be splitting the time. That's just what it is. The Bucs seem to like Rojo, and he does have a place. He just isn't as he isn't as strong as Fournette in some of the areas. So what you're going to see probably is a running back that's going to get between 600 and 800-900 yards, and then he's going to get some stuff in the passing. I still expect Fournette to be over 1,000 total yards. But he's not going to be a high-end RB1 for fantasy like you would have expected prior to the release from Jacksonville. But he's still young enough that there's not only is there still time for him to continue to be successful, but you have to be careful. You know, we've talked about the curse of the second contract. You have to be careful with that. So what we're telling you is in redraft, I would still feel comfortable taking him. I'm not going to take him as early as I would have. In redraft, I'm probably waiting until, 8, 9, 10, something like that, where you're kind of in your RB2 range. So think of when you start seeing guys who are RB2s go, that's kind of where the range I'd put Fournette. Same with Rojo. He's probably a back-end RB2, RB3, because this offense just has a ton of upside. There's a lot to like about this offense. So in Dynasty, I have no problem targeting Fournette, but I'm not paying a premium. I've seen trades this week go down for kind of like a second for him, and I'm okay with that. But I'm not paying an insane price tag to get him because I need to see how he clicks with this offense and what they're really doing with him. Is he just between the tackles guy? Is he getting some targets too? I want to see a little bit of both before I get too excited. I like Fournette the player, but it's a big change literally before the season starts. So good luck. Let us know in the comments what you're doing Fournette. If you're a Fournette owner, I want to know what you're selling him for, what you're willing to take. I don't have any Fournette shares anymore. I traded mine in the offseason. So let me know what you're going to do with yours. And if you're in redrafts, let me know where you're taking them at, where you've seen them go at this week, as we still got some redrafts that are happening and wrapping up. So we'll talk to you guys then soon. Don't forget, RotoHeat.com for all your late breaking news and fantasy analysis.
Also, right there, playlist. Hit it. Watch the videos. Do it. You want to. Do it.